Good evening, children. I hope everyone are doing fine. Let us continue with the last topic of the lesson, acids, bases and salts. So today we will be studying about the topic neutralization. Okay, so let's begin with the class. So we have learned in the previous class that acid turns blue litmus paper to red and bases turns red litmus to blue. Now let us see what happens when an acid is mixed with a base. So what happens to the result when there is a combination of acids with bases? So we are going to use an indicator, that is apart from the indicator what we have learnt. So we are using a new indicator that you don't know, that is phenolphthalein. So what do you call it as, children? So indicator used is phenolphthalein indicator. It is there in your textbook. You can practice the spelling of this phenolphthalein. Okay. So for that we have one activity to perform. So before that, let us see what is neutralization. So neutralization is nothing but the reaction between an acid and a base. So whatever the reaction is happening between acid and base, that is said to be neutralization. And what is the product formed when there is a combination of acid with a base? So salt and water are produced in the process with the evolution of heat. So heat is going to evolve. Okay, when there is a combination of acid and base, when these two are reacting, the product formed is salt and water. Here in the equation you can see acid plus base gives rise to salt plus water with the liberation of heat. Okay, left side of the reaction is said to be reactant and right side it is said to be a product formed after the reaction. So for example, hydrochloric acid, it is an acid, and sodium hydroxide, it is a base, NaOH. When HCl reacts with NaOH, what is the product formed? It has to form a salt and water, isn't it? So it is sodium chloride, NaCl, and water is being given out along with the liberation of heat. So this is about neutralization. To understand it much better, we have an activity to perform. So children, let us look into activity to understand the concept much better. For this, we need to fill 1/4 of a test tube with dilute hydrochloric acid. So we are taking one test tube. In that one test tube, 1/4 of this test tube, we are filling acid. So which acid? It is dilute hydrochloric acid, that is HCl. Now what you're supposed to do is we need to note down the color. After adding hydrochloric acid, we need to note down the color. And also in other test tube, they have taken phenolphthalein. So I have said in the previous slide, phenolphthalein is an indicator, isn't it? So you can see what is the color of indicator here, that is pink in color. You need to note down the color of phenolphthalein indicator also. Okay. Now we need to add 2 to 3 drops of indicator to the acid. You can see he is adding 2 to 3 drops of indicator to the HCl which is taken in the test tube. After adding 2 to 3 drops of indicator, that is phenolphthalein, we need to shake the test tube gently. Not that we should shake very quickly. No, gently we need to shake the test tube. Okay, and we need to observe whether it changes its color. That is the observation you need to make out. Okay, and next add to the acidic solution a drop of sodium hydroxide solution by a dropper, and you need to stir the tube gently. Now you need to observe again, is there any changes in the color? Now we should continue adding the sodium hydroxide solution drop by drop while stirring till the pink color just disappears. ಆ ಪಿಂಕ್ ಕಲರ್ ಹೋಗೋವರೆಗೂ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನಾವು, we need to stir that by adding 2 to 3 drops of solution acid. Okay, now we need to add 1 more drop of dilute hydrochloric acid. What can we observe now? The solution again becomes colorless. Okay, again we need to add 1 more drop of sodium hydroxide solution and see whether it changes its color. Again the solution becomes pink in color. So it is an evident that when a solution is basic, phenolphthalein indicator gives a pink color. Okay, on the other hand, when the solution is acidic, it remains colorless. What happens actually is, when an acid solution or acidic solution is mixed with a basic solution, both the solution neutralizes. Both the solution will get neutralizes with the effect of each other. Okay, when an acid solution and a base solution are mixed in a suitable amounts, both the acidic nature of the acid and the basic nature of the base are destroyed. This is what actually happens when both of them get into contact, that is acid and base. Okay, so whatever the resulting solution is there, it is neither acidic nor basic. When acid and bases are combined, it neutralizes, and final solution is, you can't predict whether it is acidic or basic. Now you need to touch the test tube immediately after the neutralization. Okay, you see that, you feel that heat is been evolved. So we saw in previous reaction when I was defining neutralization, acid plus base gives rise to salt and water along with the evolution of heat, isn't it? So because the temperature rises when there is a reaction of mixture. In neutralization reaction, a new substance is formed that is said to be salt. This salt might be acidic or basic or neutral in nature. Okay, thus neutralization can be defined as I defined in the previous slide. Okay, so let us see how neutralization happens in everyday life. So let us look into that in the next slide. Next topic that we are looking into is neutralization in everyday life. So here it follows, like indigestion, ant bite, soil treatment, and factory wastes. So this all includes the process of neutralization. Okay, so let us see one by one in detail. So first thing that we are studying about indigestion. So children, you people have learned about the concept digestion in the previous class. When I was explaining nutrition in animals and human beings, we studied about digestion, isn't it? So neutralization occurs in indigestion also, in process of digestion also. Okay, as you people studied, our stomach contains hydrochloric acid. Alva? Our stomach also produces HCl, that is hydrochloric acid. And what is the function of this HCl? It is going to help us to digest the food. It is going to break down the complex substance into simpler form. Chapter 2 ali odidvi, alva? But too much of acid in the stomach will cause indigestion. Okay, so ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದ್ರೆ production HCl production ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, it leads to indigestion. Sometimes this indigestion is so painful. Okay, so complete digest ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ we feel that stomach ache, we feel that pain, isn't it? So to relieve indigestion, we take an antacid. Okay, so antacid is a base and it is made up of magnesium hydroxide. Okay, this antacid acts as a base and it will clear the indigestion. So acidity adagu aste gelusil tagotare alva. So that is also kind of base, and also antacids is available in the form of pills. So what the antacid we take, such as a milk of magnesia which contains magnesium hydroxide. Alva? So what does it do after we take antacid? It neutralizes the effect of excessive acid. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ excessive acid production ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, antacid ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ it will neutralizes. Acid is combining with base, ಅಲ್ವಾ? So acid stomachal produce ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Antacid is a base. Antacid means it is against acid anta. So that is base. Here acid and bases are combining together. It is reacting. And what is the form? What is the thing formed? What is the product formed? It is water and salt. And also heat has been evolved. Isn't it? So this is about neutralization in case of indigestion. So next is ant bite. I think everyone have got experience with this ant bite. Irve kachadu, alva? So let us see how neutralization happens in case of ant bite. When an ant bites, it injects the acidic liquid. I have said you people when I was explaining the table. Okay, so acid source enide, basis source enide. When I was explaining that, I have said this. There is acid present in ants called as formic acid, alva? So irve kachdag enagate, it injects some formic acid into the skin of ours. Okay, so the effect of acid can be neutralized by rubbing moist baking soda, that is sodium hydrogen carbonate. So irve kach takshana ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? So what is the first aid they'll do? They take a baking soda and they will rub on that region. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವೆ ಕಚ್ಚಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಬೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಸೋಡಾನ ರಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Okay, or instead of sodium hydrogen carbonate, this is a chemical name for baking soda. Okay, so baking soda badlagi they use calamine solution which contains zinc carbonate. So these are bases which act against the acid. Okay, so there also neutralization occurs. So children, the last second one is soil treatment. So how neutralization occurs in soil treatment? Okay, so this includes the chemical fertilizers. You people have studied about this when I was explaining nutrition in plants, about chemical fertilizers and how it is different from organic fertilizers also. Okay, so what farmers are doing nowadays, they use these chemical fertilizers excessively. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬಳಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸರ್ಸ್ ನ, ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಈಗ ಬಳಕೆ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ಮೇಕ್ಸ್ ದ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ವೆರಿ ಅಸಿಡಿಕ್ because these chemical fertilizers are mostly of acidic nature. Okay, and plants do not grow well when the soil is either too acidic or too basic. Always soil has to be get checked before cultivating any crops. Why? Because the pH of soil is so necessary for each and every different crops. Okay, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು plants ಗೆ acidic nature, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು plants ಗೆ basic nature ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so plants doesn't grow well when the soil is either too acidic or too basic. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ acidic ಇರಬಾರ್ದು, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ basic ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. Okay, the pH level should be very accurate. So when the soil is too acidic, it is treated with the bases like quicklime, that is calcium oxide, or slaked lime, that is calcium hydroxide. Okay, so ivaga soil ತೀರಾ acidic ಇದ್ರೆ they use some bases because neutralization has to occur. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ cultivation of crops proceed ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಾಗೋದು, isn't it? So ಅವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ತೀರಾ acidic ಇದ್ದಾಗ soil, they had bases like quicklime. So that is chemical name called as calcium oxide ಅಥವಾ calcium hydroxide ನ use ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ as a base. If in case soil is too basic, ಅವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, they use organic matter or organic compost. Okay, so this organic matter, what does it do when it is mixes with soil? It releases acids which neutralizes the base which is present in the soil. So this is neutralization happens in case of soil. Okay, next thing is factory wastes. So you people have come across this topic when you have studied about pollution, water pollution, air pollution, isn't it? You know how factory discharges the waste. Okay, so whatever the waste which is coming out of the factory, it is allowed to flow into the water bodies. Okay, so this factory waste may consist of acids which kill the fishes and other aquatic organism. Okay, and the factory wastes are therefore neutralized by adding basic substances. Okay, so factory waste may contain acids. When they let out this to flow with water, so this water may contain aquatic organism. Okay, even they are surviving in water. So what happens if they like if they inhale or if they come in contact with these acids? Okay, they may die. Alright, it is very harmful for aquatic organism. Okay, it creates harmful atmosphere for aquatic system. Alva. So they add bases to neutralize the acid. So one concept you need to get familiar with is whenever there is a excessive of acid, what they do, they add bases to make it neutralized. When there is too basic, they add acid to make it neutralize. So it is simple as that. Okay, so this is the overall concept about neutralization. So children, here the chapter is been completed. So go through the chapter once again. So follow the old videos and revise once again. Worksheet will be sent along with this video. Do solve it. So here I have completed the full chapter. Okay, see you all. Have a good day.